looks like everything's working. It's so hard to tell whenever you stream if things are working or not, because so many things can go wrong. That's the dichotomy of streaming, is you never know if something's working or not. I guess I can log into the game. Although I'm having to play in offline mode, I guess the servers are down, which is very humorous. Son, it's Cowboy 467. How you doing? You have to let me know if the game audio and my voice sounds okay, like volume level wise, because I can't tell. I'm immune. I'm like Josuke when he can't heal himself with Crazy Diamond, son. I'm unable to know my own levels because I can't hear them. I can only hear myself as I exist. There's something profound about that, I think, except there's not, because it's bullshit that's just made up. Hope you appreciate it. In the meantime, I have swords. The game sounds kind of loud. Alright, let me adjust that then. Yeah, this is why. Whoop, there we go. That should fix it. Every time I load OBS, it sets all the sound settings to default. So, it cranks up the game volume. So, how about now? Do I sound handsome, and does the game also sound handsome? For a game, you know. I'm not saying I would ever, you know, make out with a video game, but if one sounded handsome enough, I might hold hands with it at the big dance in Town Square. I'm going to stab repeatedly with swords until you let me know whether it sounds good or not. The rest of the stream hinges on you, Cowboy 467. Make the 466 cowboys that came before you proud. Like those barrels. Did you hear those barrels explode? Was it too loud? Okay, cool, thanks. I can finally end my rant. Okay, this is a video game that we've been playing, I think. I don't quite remember. It's Buckle 2. I'm always holding out hope and keeping my fingers crossed that the OG Buckle number 1, will make an appearance in one of these streams, but I realize it's a bold ideal to have. Okay. Enough of these shenanigans. We got a video game to beat. Let's see, where should we go? Where do we go now? How much Titanite do I have? Several. We can keep upgrading our... No, wait, we can't. Our armor's not at that level. What am I going on about? I never fucking know what's going on. Alright. We're going to need like 11 of these. And like 20 more of these. And... there you go. Let's go beat the game real quick. I reckon we can crank out just beating the game here in just a second. We still need to do Lost Center Town. We still need to... let's head towards the peak. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. So how y'all doing tonight? The viewer count says there are 7 of you here, but I don't believe it. Let's cheat and click on the viewer list. This is where your sins will be laid bare before me, before the Lord God Tenfey. It says I am Headcrab and KeelPhil67 also lurk deep within the hearts of the Tenfey stream, but their presence is being masked and obscured. I took this off of my thing and I immediately need it again. Alright, this place is full of poison guys that like run at you, and I don't like the cut of their jib. Do we dare adapt our gear for more poison resist? These pants are the most poison resistant pants I believe I've ever come across. You could wade asshole deep in poison. Of course the heavy boots are going to have more, but these are more armory. It's a tough call to make. Although I still say it's so bold to have these red pants when you're wearing a jacket that has green on it. But I suppose we could do something about that. Maybe put this shit on. We're like a wandering hobo who happened to come across a really nice hat that some noble like decided he didn't quite like that day and threw out. I don't know. We might be getting above our station. I could put this lion thing on my face. This, now I look like the Highlander or some shit. That is true. Fashion is the most important, but this is a bold new day for our standard issue swordsman who has his only standard issue is the fact that he has a sword. We are just sword carrying motherfuckers. We could put this set on. This has got kind of a swordsman vibe to it. With these, and I think the red of the pants goes nice with the more earthen tones of this gear. It's not as bold and flashy as having green pants or red pants and a green sleeves. You know that song Green Sleeves? I think that's what it's actually about. I'm not a song historian, but I do pretend to be one occasionally on my YouTube channel. This motherfucker wants to be shot right in the center of his asshole. And who am I to deny? No! Sir, I was going to give you everything you wanted. He's so bashful. Yes, auto-target, please. Don't target the headless mannequin man that is fucking me to death. Target the big burly man with a hammer who's 14 miles away. Nope. That's it. We're starting over. I'm going to rest at the bonfire. Pretend that never happened, and then we're going to get back out there. Good hustle. What's the viewer count thing say this time, though? Raging Enchilada is also lurking. It's a new this is a new feature of the Tenfey stream, is that I shame people who are watching and haven't posted it in the chat. Hey, remember me? I was the guy that was gonna fuck you in the ass with an arrow, but you got ashamed. You thought your wife might find out. Okay, dick. Do you want Japanese steel or Celtic iron? Is what I'm going to call this other sword. It doesn't matter because it takes my character 75 fucking minutes to swing a sword. He's anemic. My God, eat some liver or something. I know it's disgusting, but shit. You're very unhealthy. See, you two have very conflicting ideologies in the chat. Like, Cowboy 467 was holding me up to high standards, but I can't handle that scrutiny. And then Buckle 2 came in and gave me the best out to be like, yeah, I was intentionally being bad. Joke's on you. I was only pretending to be shit at Dark Souls. Raging Enchilada has advanced from Lurker to Hydralisk. Although I think Hydralisks turn into Lurkers, now that I'm thinking about it. You want to have a bow fight, motherfucker? Look, I can walk around a corner. You can't. You're on some kind of platform like an idiot. No, the cog is his true ally. Gears of War is his favorite franchise. Hey, you, how you doing? Invisible walls are they infuriate me and confound me. It doesn't matter how fast you shoot your bow and arrow in this game. They design the enemies to shoot slightly faster, unless they happen to fall off a cliff. Some Whim 1029. A wild Whim 1029 has appeared. That idiotic meme would probably have worked better if I hadn't fucked up saying your name for like 25 minutes. This guy, this motherfucker right here. That's all I have to say about him. Jesus. You've got a fucking bag on your head. It's like nobody likes you. Ooh, okay. Remember, kids, as you're watching the stream, either in real life or watching it archived on my YouTube channel, keep track of the outfits that Tenfey the Wanderer, that's the official name of this character, Tenfey the Wanderer, is wearing. So, because at the end, everyone has to vote for their favorite outfit for all the official fan art that I'm sure is going to get drawn. Okay. Alright. You smug bastard. Look at you with your lack of a head and your multiple attacks with your dagger there. Enemies that use daggers in Souls games, they infuriate me. Their daggers always have so much more stun lock than a player's would. Doesn't matter because I got a big fuck off sword. Physics, son. There's a constant. It's called the constants of big fuck off swords. You have to balance moles and Valus electrons. Okay, you hit me 3 times. Congratulations. You win, shitty enemy of the year. This is what happens when I play through the game without a shield. Every single time an enemy hits me, I just throw a big tantrum. Which, in my defense, I would also throw that big tantrum if I... let me you devoted to? Being a bitch? I would also be throwing a tantrum if I had a shield, but they'd be a little bit more subdued. There better not be a headless man around this corner. Okay, good. I'll just walk forward to advance slowly now. Well, I mean, Miguel Magico, of course, is the best dresser in all of Tenfey. I forgot you were back there in Scholar of the First Sin. Congratulations, you win. But I mean, we can't compare Tenfey the Wanderer to Miguel Magico. That's not even fucking fair, dude. It's like comparing me, Tenfey the person, to like, who's someone suave and debonair? Alton Brown. It's not fair at all. Should we summon Devotee Scarlet? We might as well. I mean, she's an NPC phantom. And this whole return to Drangleic was supposed to be about co-op and invasions and shit, which is why I find it very ironic that the server is currently offline. She's so fucking pleased with herself. Yes, you got summoned, sweetheart. Congratulations. Son, quotas got you that summon. Alright. I interviewed a bunch of phantoms, and there were several that had higher qualifications, but HR said you got to summon at least one lady. This guy is... Okay. Get him, Devotee Scarlet. You think you're so fucking good? Oh, I have a mace. Doo-ba-doo. I have a crush on every boy. She's like my... I don't want to call her my stand because she's very shitty. She's like my Pokemon. Which a Pokemon's kind of like having a stand, right? Imagine if you had a stand and it was just a Charizard. Like you get in a fight with the main characters and of course you have to explain what your stand is. Because in JoJo when you're a villain, you're not allowed to just kill the hero. You got to explain the intricacies of your stand. And they would be like, oh, what does that stand do? I'm like, it's just a Charizard. I mean... It knows Ember from when it was a Charmander. It probably should have learned Flamethrower by now. I think there's a TM for that. Seismic Toss, maybe? I don't know if it can learn Fly. And by that point, Jotaro and Josuke and Joseph and Jonathan and Giovanni, because it's Pokemon, remember, he's there as well. Are all like, what is this motherfucker going on about? By the way, burning the windmill thing here is horseshit. That's shitty level design. Miyazaki, you should fucking know better. And I know you say you didn't work on this game, but that's because you snuck in the offices after hours with a fake mustache on. And you were like, oh, I'm his cousin, Miyazaki. I don't know nothing about making the previous games in this series. Gorsh. Well, Buckle, if you're watching both Alton Brown and me, Bashful Ray's here. Oh, he's going to be so... When he summons and then he sees Devotee Scarlet there, that there's a lady present, he's going to be like, no, no, Gorsh. I don't want to. Alright, you two. I need you to clear out all the enemies for me. Laddersmith Gilligan's over there, but I need you to kill these guys up here first. Doop-a-doo, I'm the player character walking over here. Hope no one falls on me. What are you fuckers doing up there? Did one of you walk into the poison? Now, who did it? Now, if you don't tell me, you both get a spanking. There's some people about to fall down here. I need you all to kill them for me. Well, they went aboard them neckbone styles, huh? Marvin Miyazaki. That's his name. Okay, you two are terrible, shitty phantoms. Because while I was reading the stream chat, you let a mannequin shove me off a ledge. And now I look really, really bad on the internet. Look, I just looked at the stream preview on my laptop and saw it happen. It's terrible. It's terrible what phantoms will let happen these days. I didn't even get to finish making the Back to the Future reference that KillPhil67 had so charitably set up for me, son. He softballed that one to me, and it's gone now. These Miyazaki jokes will be lost in time. Like yakisoba in the rain. It was. Thank God for you, Buckle. I don't have to be accountable for anything I do because latency. Where are you fucking going? I know where you're going to piss me off because you're terrible. Any enemy in this game that hits me is terrible enemy design. I mean, take that shit back to the drawing board, son. Get extra credits in here to do a video about enemy design in a high-pitched voice with pictures of little green box men with feet and mouths, because that's how you represent a video game. Okay. Extra credits should do a episode about Tenfey. I'd like to hear what kind of bullshit they can make up. Okay. Well, we told him. He didn't fucking show his face around here anymore. Okay. You may be wondering if I'm going to resummon one of those phantoms, and the answer is no. Most certainly not. Goddamn. Of course he was knocked out of my attack range. Because they made sure, the team that made this fucking farce of a game, made sure that every weapon knocked the enemy just perfectly out of your hitbox for the follow-up attack. Because they're all a bunch of fucking bums. How you doing? Larsmith Gilligan, you're a dead guy in Dark Souls 3. That's all people remember of you. I want to give you money, but you're the owl from Ocarina of Time, and you keep defaulting to the wrong choice. Yes, we know you put a ladder down. Congratulations. You're a goddamn hero. Ooh, the thief set. Thank you, sir. We can look slick in this as well. Okay. Alright. What's all this in? What be the meaning of all these items you're selling? We learned the prostrate pose. That's the pose you assume in the Dark Souls world when you're getting your prostate checked. This has been a joke. We make a lot of jokes here on the Tenfey channel, but today I want to talk to you about a serious issue, and that's not having somebody shove their finger up their asshole in a medically sanctioned environment. Write your local congressman about getting a finger shoved up your ass. Or ask your teacher. This guy is just so sad sitting here. I don't have the heart to kill him. Okay. Buy a whip. It's too late for that, Buckle. We buttered our bread. Now we have to lie in it. You just want me to ghost ride it anyway. I can't hit one of you motherfuckers to save my goddamn life. Look at that. We genuinely managed to combo our attacks with these two swords for once. Tenfey actually properly times his attack. And his character in Dark Souls kills two important enemies. Your item is floating in the air, but I have to have it. I'm like the game chaser, son. When I saw that enemy drop that item in midair, I knew I had to have it. Cut to Jay being like, whatever, I don't even want that fucking game, chode. I farted once. Go Cubbies. Why am I talking so shit about Jay, the game chasers? It's terrible. Are you waiting for my Belmont to play through? It'll happen someday. If you pay me enough money. So I'll do any fuck playthrough you want. My phone just bleeped and blooped, but it's on the other side of the room, so it's fucking dead to me. It's probably my roommate who's like, hey, I'm trying to go to bed. Why are you yelling and doing bad vulture impressions? Thanks for your set of gear, sweetheart. I assume he gives you a duplicate set of his gear because he wants you to put it on and have Crichton think you're him. But I honestly don't know. We need Vatty here to write some fan fiction. I'm just saying. The stream thing says we have 11 viewers. And if I'm one of those 11 viewers, that means we have 10 viewers. I don't know if I can accept that. That narrative that the number icons getting. It's almost like when you use two swords, you should use one in each hand instead of just trying to hold one like this and look cool. Who would ever thought such things? Get down here, you fucking nut. I hear you up there doing your damn 11 hit combo like you're a little girl in Sword Art Online who's dying of AIDS in the virtual world. But you need to fucking get down here. That's super satisfying. Now see that over there? There are items over there, but if I try to make that jump, I'm going to fall and die. There's no way around it, y'all. It's just inevitable, son. Yes, put your shield up. You're so defensive. You know what? I don't even want your shitty items. Oh. I'm going to learn a magic spell. Don't tell nobody. It's a secret. Raging Enchilada has become the buffest anime girl in a hood, or whatever that icon is. I tell you, son, I don't know nothing about these stream icons, Twitch. I need to do custom icons, but my friend Dustin told me you had to be like a Twitch partner or install a mod or something. I don't know. My custom icons would be Miyazaki's face and a fat pigeon and a Bojangles cheddar bow biscuit. All the staples. Oh, we got part of our set. If we can get their full set, we'll dress up our Majula wife, the Pyromancer lady. Damn, you can't even take one fucking katana to the gut? How are you going to make a job as a hooker? How are you going to make a living? How are you going to learn to suck dick if you can't even take a katana to the stomach? You have to practice with a carrot. Alright, alright. Alright, alright. What's all this then? Son, no, I almost beat the system, but my stamina. Stamina is the lifeblood of a Souls character. And you could be like, isn't your life the lifeblood of your Souls character? I'm like, so naive. Oh, to be that young and naive about Souls games. I rolled through the poison and came out the other side unscathed. I think there's a Robert Frost poem about that. Man, why are we even using swords? We should just use a damn bow. I'm gonna do a goddamn bowman playthrough. If it weren't for our embarrassingly being pushed off a ledge earlier, I might even go so far as to say we're bebopping and or a scatting through this place, son. Like it's nothing. Like it's a Friday night hoedown, son. And Turkey in a Straw just kicked in. I'm green now. Well, then I'm just going to waller in the poison, son. If I'm going to get poisoned, I'm going to live it up. It's like hepatitis. If you've already got it, then, you know, fuck everything. Literally. You were the bitch throwing fireballs earlier, weren't you? Well, now you're dead. She fucking fell over like a sack of taters. Like a 10-pound bag of dick sucking. Alright. There is no more WIM 1029. Cystic Leaf has come in here making bold statements into my stream chat. There better not be any ninja men up on the ceiling. I specifically forebode this situation. I missed. Boom. Goes the dynamite. You'll never reach me in time, son. I'm going to take you down with my arrows. I told him that's what I was going to do. It's not my fault he didn't fucking believe me. Alright. We got to cleave this woman in twain before she can do any of her fucking... No, we missed. Let's try that again. Alright, redo. We've got to cleave this woman in twain for any of her fucking antics. These are the antics that I was trying to prevent. Wow, a magic stone. I can make one of my weapons useless now. Thank you. What do you think these two assholes are doing? Come on, buddy. Come on, Cletus. Run over here with that fucking shield and spear like you're gonna do something. He's gonna run at me and poke me once with that, and I'm gonna be so upset. I'm gonna get behind you. Oh, it's gonna be a beautiful day. I told you, son. I told you about backstabs. Oh God, Buckle has taken away my one defense of bad play. Latency is no longer my get out of being bad at the game free card. I don't know how to live in a world that requires such responsibility from me. Alright, motherfucker. You think you're so goddamn cool. just cause you have a loose-fitting robe on. It probably breathes really well. What you need to do is calm the fuck down and let me cut you open. Now, I was talking bad about his robe, but if I were to put said robe on, boom, and then maybe this thing. It's a weird look. Things are getting odd in it. Now this, that has potential for a future outfit, son, but we're getting ahead of ourselves. I can't change outfits midstream. Some people who walked out of the room to get a snack, like a glass of milk or an orange, will come back and be like, "What is it? Who is this I'm watching? It can't be Tenfey. The character model looks different. I don't know what's real anymore." And the next thing you know, they're living on a street corner somewhere screaming about the Illuminati and 9/11 and steel beams. Cystic leaf. Well, ironically, I can pronounce that easier. Orange milk. Make you a big old glass of sudsue. And then listen to the Cheat Adventures in Moses Malone Land. Alright, I got a date with a half snake woman. And I need to penetrate her multiple times. We could take Jester Lester here. And we will. Alright, Jester Lester, this is a regulation snake bitch killing. I don't want any of your antics. And he's like, hoo hoo, hee hee. Oh, Chester Lester won't let you down. I'm like, the way you're talking. He's like, that's just the way my voice naturally inclines. Hoo hoo. I'm like, you don't naturally say hoo hoo at the end of the sentences like goddamn Tigger. Alright, I'm trusting you, Jester Thomas, just this once. I've got 69 souls in the middle of my soul count, so that should mean something to you. This fucking carrying her own head, big ass spear having snake bitch is getting on my last goddamn nerve. Luckily, Jester Lester has got her full undivided attention. Get her out of the poison. She heals in the poison, Jester Lester. You have no idea what you're doing. You've put yourself in great danger. There we go. He's burning that bitch up, son. I think we might. This is what I get for thinking. You can't harm me. My blade is my shield. They say the best defense is a good offense, so I'm going to hold this sword in front of me like it's going to do something. No, it did nothing. More soul gems for the soul god, which is the normal god now that I think about it. Alright, now that you softened her up for me. We did it, Jester Lester. We saved the city. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Well, look at him. He did a little victory huzzah at the end. Good for him. Good for Jester Lester. He needed that win. He was having a bad day. He was juggling balls earlier and he dropped one. And then he tried to get hit in the face with a pie, but it missed and landed on a plate and was served to hungry people that wanted to eat it, which is the greatest insult to a jester. His bells stopped jangling. He told a corny, punny joke and people genuinely laughed at it. It was a jester's nightmare, son. So thank God being able to help a hobo man with really nice metal pants murder a snake woman. That's just the pick-me-up he needed. Alright, we are at the Iron Keep, and I'm already mad because I fucking hate this area. I hate it so goddamn much. I just don't much care for it. I have to be perfectly honest. Like, there's a lot of poor life choices this area makes. I guess I should go spend these souls before I lose all of them. It's been known to happen. Ask your doctor about losing all of your souls and see if Soliton is right for you. I think Soliton is the name of the radar from Metal Gear Solid, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, we're doing a Majula check. I don't see any Sublime Bone Dust or Estus Flash Shards, so we should be good. Where is that woman? There she is. Yes, we know you write super cool poetry, and I'd love to hear it later. I guess we can start putting points in the VIT, even though it's a waste of stat points. Do we just keep leveling shit? We'll get our VIT up a little bit so we can wear heftier armor. Although if you're good at the game, you don't need hefty armor because you just dodge every attack. But in my defense, I just want to look cool. That's what it's all about, son. Alright, we need a blunt weapon. I'll give you all a minute to write your own jokes about that. We need 420 blunt weapons. What do we got to choose from? Clubs and hammers and maces. Oh my. That's a magic mace, though. We've got a great club. And even though I've previously disparaged it for suspecting that it's not all that great, in this instance, it might be a little bit better than we originally thought it was. We need that because the smelter demon, I'm pretty sure he's hurt more by blunt attacks. He's very against Colorado's legalization of medicinal marijuana, so blunt attacks they upset him greatly. So we'll slap. I was gonna say we'll slap 2 or 3 levels on that, but it looks like I got to eat some souls, son. It's like when your blood sugar gets low. Do any of you make anything I care about, or can I just eat your souls? I'm gonna eat your soul, Executioner Chariot. He's like, no, don't. I taste awful. Like, that sounds just like somebody with a delicious soul would say. Something. I forgot to say the word something in the middle of that sentence, but you know what I meant. He knew what I meant. He knew what he was fucking getting into. If he didn't want me to eat his soul, he shouldn't have been dressed like that. Okay. Alright then. Alright then. We can get our Drangleic sword to its maximum level. Its maximum power. I'm not worried about that right now. We've got a big old club. I got a date at the club. I gotta remember the attacks. You can swing her around. You can do big old girthy two-hand, which change into a spin to win. What about the one-handed attacks? You got your regular ass swings. That ain't a bad way to use the weapon, I guess. And you got some twirls and flourishes. Flourishing blots. Alright, we need fire resist, which I think the gear we're wearing is probably our best fire resist gear. Well, of course, other than this shit. I don't know if I can put a dragon head on, though, without giving up my pants. Could wear these. This is the set of a guy who goes into a place made out of fire. Well, if you have 18 and you have 15, I think I'd rather have the pants. To God's honest truth. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with the way we're dressed. I can go out like this. I'm just going to the store, Mom. I'm not going to meet the fucking Pope. She's like, Benjamin, honey. Or Tenfey the Wanderer, honey. Don't go out dressed like that. He's like, I do what I want, Mom. Shut up. That's true. Pants are optional in a lot of situations people tend to find themselves in from time to time. Okay. Alright then. Enough of this fucking nonsense. Let's see how well this club works against these motherfuckers. That's good damage, son. Call damage monthly. A black steel katana. We could dual wield katanas. That'd be bananas, because I do damage when I brandish my katanas. There better not be an NPC invader here. Wing, wing. I always forget my guy has creepy pink eyes. Alright, motherfucker. You think you're so fucking cool appearing in my world? Oh, there you are. Oh, I can roll backwards and cast a magic spell, guys. I'm the most bestest. Somebody play an air horn and dubstep music in the background. My God, pancaked. That's not even, pancake's not even a strong enough word. He got creped. Roll that motherfucker up and put some Nutella and bananas in him, son. You smug bastard. I'm gonna sip. I don't care if you hit me. I care slightly, I got to admit. I thought I rolled, y'all. I'd like to apologize for that pitiful display, but my defense, I thought I had rolled, but it turns out I didn't. It's not my fault. Well, actually, I mean, it's not, because as we've established previously, the NPC invaders that they added in Scholar of the First Shin are complete fucking horse shit. They can do all kinds of goddamn Keanu Reeves Matrix shit that no normal people can do. They got that twitch muscle reflex that you can't talk about without getting fired from ESPN, but it's there. And you're done. One and done. Oh God. I didn't know Elt's Newble was watching. How embarrassing. He saw me be bad at Dark Souls. Thank God for Buckle too, son. The voice of reason of my chat. He knows what the score is. You always appear in you're a different person. You've got like moose antlers. Who the fuck are you? Get over here so I can kill you. I'm gonna exploit the shit out of your eye. We just got a crotch shot. Look at that, son. This stream is adults only, son. The Tenfey live streams for mature audiences that get off to low rendered video game characters. And honestly, if you get off to anything but that, you're a fucking normie. I like you better than Armor or Dennis because I can hit you and you don't just use a bunch of magic on me. You're good people. You can come home and fuck my sister. Don't use that spider web on her. Or do. That sounds hot. Can I watch? I'll watch, but I'll put horse blinders on so that I can't see my sister. And that way I'm only seeing her have sex with my sister, so that way it's not creepy. See, I found the perfect solution. Alright, one more for the road. I can barely fucking move. I assume that has something to do with the fucking spider jizz she was shooting out of her sword. But what the hell do I know? Alright, we did it. Now back to our professional playthrough of the Iron Key. I'm not even going to go into the fact that this place doesn't make sense geographically. So, not even Vaddy can write fanfiction enough to get them out of that. I love that I can kill these guys. See, these are good enemies because I kill them in one hit. Oh, sir, please, I need a moment to gather myself. You've startled me. Somebody's shooting a bow and arrow at me. Get down here. Take your lumps. I almost have lucky 9's fever in my soul count. Hey, you beret-wearing motherfucker. Let's talk for a minute. Alright, I'm done talking to you. You're dead to me. I want this jester's hat and these gloves. Okay. There's the cursed spite ring. I knew it was somewhere. El Nubel, I'm sorry to hear that. But at least, you know, you got to know when to hold, know when to fold them, as a certain famous member of the Beatles once said. So as long as you got that covered, we might as well buy the full Jester set while we're here for future fashion potential. Well, did I buy enough for him to give me the... No. I don't remember how much you have to spend, but he gives you the golden, silver, covetous serpent ring +1 or whatever. It increases your item find. And it comes with 4 biscuits. That's for my Tenfey fan that enjoys when I talk about 4 biscuits coming with things. I'm going to run that joke into the ground so that even he becomes tired of it. He's like, I used to like the 4 biscuits comment, but before Tenfey went corporate with it. Roll out of the flames. Yeah. Son Hollow Ichigo's here. Son, he's going to show me how he uses that Bankai. As far as I know, the servers are still down and they wouldn't let me log into them. What a shame. Alright. I'm going to shoot somebody with a big old ballista. It's going to be great. This poor motherfucker has no goddamn idea. Well, he might have a hint of an idea. He might have suspicions about what just happened. How did I miss? How did I miss again? Fuck, I've lost my ability to one-shot these enemies. You know what that means? They're terrible enemy design, son. Broken as shit. Nerf. Where's my blue response, Blizzard? You got to nerf these purple knights. They're fucking literally killing me. Okay, time to go through one of the best rooms in the game. The Twing Twang room. This looks ridiculous using this bow with this big thing on my back. There, that's better. I didn't want to break y'all's immersion, the aesthetic quality. Hey, how you doing? I'm going to shoot one arrow, and then another arrow, and then an additional arrow, and then one arrow more, and then I'm going to roll away. It's good to have a life planned out like that, kids. Start early. Start worrying about all the horrors of your future as early as possible. Get to work on that ulcer. Okay. Not Jeff Kaplan. Son, I feel like your words will fall on deaf ears. Let's see what kind of half, like, sideways running back. Well, I couldn't even finish complaining about him before he didn't do what I was complaining about. Usually these night guys, when you're trying to snipe them like that, they bebop and scap and slalom towards you. I gotta remember they changed the position of the knights in Scholar of the First Sin. He is so fucking angry at me right now, but he can't get to me because of pathfinding. Who dares shoot me with an arrow while I'm mocking an enemy for their AI pathfinding? Is it you? No, it wasn't. Was it God? There you are. You son of a bitch. You smug asshole. You think you're so fucking cool standing there with your big shoulder pads. Compensating for much. I did mention Blizzard, you're right. A big old fucking arrow just hit the wall next to me, but I'm not worried. I got to fucking deal with Abbott Costello over there doing a vaudeville routine while I'm trying to snipe them. Arguing about who's on first. Where the fuck did you come from, assholeville? Are you the goddamn mayor? Here's how you use a katana, motherfucker. His whole purpose, he sacrificed himself so that I would get hit by one arrow. It's the greatest honor his people know how to bestow on somebody. God damn, what is he? He's doing suicide sprints, son. He's practicing for basketball. He's trying to make varsity. Or JB, or any of those other sports terms. I have no fucking idea what they mean. Letterman? These words have to mean something. I've heard people say them unironically. Okay, thank God. But our work here has only begun. There are assholes afoot on all four corners of the earth, son. You'll never stop all of them. Look at that curving ass fucking Angelina Jolie looking arrow. Oh, I see you coming after me, Katana Man. We'll have us a good old fashioned katana duel. Alright, I'm gonna come running at you like in an anime, son. I'm gonna cut you in twain. Ha! It did not as much damage as I anticipated. Your kung fu's good, but you lack a discipline. Shame for display. Alright. Sorry if the stream's more low-key than usual, but I'm very tired. I worked all day. And instead of going to bed, I decided to stream, son, because I didn't stream yesterday. And I'm trying to play through Scholar of the First Sin for y'all. I also spent a long time recording and editing more of my super exciting Shelf Quest series. That's a series on my YouTube channel where I built a shelf and now I'm putting things on it. It's fucking edge of your seat entertainment, son. You'll pay for the seat, but you'll only need the edge. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. Watching all enter as Tenfey places old PlayStation games in alphabetical order. Recoil in horror as he realizes some of his games are missing the instruction manual. Gasp in befuddlement as he sees that some of his games have residue from stickers on them. Maybe I should be one of them silent streamers, like Charlie Chaplin, where I just walk through the game, and every now and then I stop and take 2 little potatoes or dinner rolls or whatever and put forks in them and pretend they're a little dancing man. And then I give a big speech about not being a machine man or some shit. These motherfuckers are unheadshotable, son. That's their greatest ability, is they fortified their heads. They wake up every morning and just, instead of breakfast, they just get shot in the head 45 times. And they love it. They're like, don't even talk to me before I've had my head full of arrows. Look at you two over there. Like, you're so fucking cool. They are guarding one of the most important items in the game. If Hans and Franz are watching this, I can tell, I can feel their anticipation. What's the Deutsch word for anticipation? Because that's what they're feeling. Or is anticipation actually already a German word? Like all other English words. English words are either French or German. Like, that's the basis of the entire English language. It has something to do with, like, the British Isles constantly being under both French and Germanic rule, like, in 500 AD. And so the language got super fucked up. I can't fucking hit anything. It's a good thing I got 168 arrows, because damn if I ain't gonna shoot all of them. He felt bad for me. He stopped. He's like, nah, buddy, you're doing it. Look, you got the high score. I'm like, don't treat me like your girlfriend who's playing a fighting game with you. Son, I want to earn a victory. Son, you ain't trying to get in my pants, so you ain't got to pretend to lose. He's like, you don't know that. You don't know my machinations. Oh. I'm going to turn a wheel. That wheel looks so rusty, and it's probably so hot. Look at you. You think you're slick, son. You thought you were people. Real men like curves. It took me this long to read your comment, but hey, when you speak the truth, son, who am I to disagree with you? Erwartung is the German for anticipation or excitement. So Hans and Franz are riddled with Erwartung. I mean, I know I'm not pronouncing it right, but in my defense, I'm not Deutsch. I'm not even Pennsylvania Deutsch. Do German people know about Amish people? If you're German and you don't know about Amish people, let me educate you. So in Lancaster County, Pennsylvania, there's a group of people. They're called the Amish, but they're known as the Pennsylvania Dutch, and like they shun all technology. Like, they don't have electricity or anything, and they're just like farmers and shit. And they're super religious, and they also have invented some of the most delicious fucking desserts in history. And everyone thinks they're descended from the Dutch settlers because they're called the Pennsylvania Dutch, but that's only because they're actually the Pennsylvania Deutsch. But of course, like all words in English from another language, it gets anglified, and so Deutsch became Dutch. And so there you go. That's your little history lesson. They're different from the group of German settlers that settled into Texas and then brought schnitzel, which became chicken fried steak, which is one of the most delicious fucking things I ever eat. Son, World War II was worth it if you get chicken fried steak. Don't quote that out of context, but it's true. Okay, we've got to fight this big ornery son of a bitch. Where is my aromatic ooze? And we got to waller in some water, son. We're going to get sopping fucking wet. When I think about fighting the smelter demon, I get absolutely fucking dripping wet. The goddamn thought of it, I'm like a slip and slide. So I'm ruined for the whole evening. Hey, Mystic Quest 69, how you doing? It's always nice to see you here in the stream chat. It does my heart good to have you here in the Tenfey chat. I don't know how long this water lasts, but I like to pretend if you waller around in it like an otter, that it lasts just a little bit longer. Like Big Red chewing gum. You'll watch YouTube on a horse. Okay, I'm going to eat a burr. Okay, aromatic ooze can't be used unless your weapon's in your primary hand. This is a flaw in the game design. Okay, there we go. Jesus Christ. Buy a bike. Alright. You motherfucker. You smug bastard. You think you're so fucking cool because your stomach's on fire. Son, you're like one of those assholes that wears a shirt that shows off their belly. You ain't nobody. You ain't fat. You ain't nothing. You ain't nothing. I am cranking out mad deeps on this asshole, son. You have no fucking idea. Don't blow up. I specifically forbade him to do that, and he ignored me. He deliberately disobeyed me. And what's worse, he put Nala in danger. Do you think when they created the Lion King, they meant for Nala to be inadvertently kind of hot? Like, I'm asking for a friend, but I'm just saying. You don't give a lioness, like, fuck me bedroom eyes unless you know what you're doing. Like, they studied actual animals to draw the Lion King. So, this fucking club is almost broke already? What the hell happened? Welp. Okay, kids, remember your great club lasts for 2 hits. Where is my fucking katana? Okay, there it is. Jesus. Use this. Or don't, because he can attack 25 fucking times in a row. I'm dead. Okay, I'm somehow, I can't believe I'm still alive. I'm like Jill fucking Valentine. Start shoving Radiant Life Gems up my ass. Because I love that shit, and I need to do damage. Dead, 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 dead. We did it, Patrick. We killed the Smelter Demon. Do 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 do. Can you believe that we killed that fucking boss? I buffed that club and like invested Titanite in it just for this boss fight, and the fucking thing immediately broke. That's some kind of metaphor for the economy. I know it is. Whatever. I've got my katana, son. Well, actually, I need that club to help me one shot of alone nights. Forever alone nights. Alright. I got a shield that looks like a pig's face. So I'm not bragging or anything, but I mean, do you have a shield that looks like a pig's face? I don't think you do. I honestly don't think you do. Oh, I didn't make as much fanfare about it as earlier as I wanted to, but I found this V-hander. They're like, look, Hans, Tenfey finally has true weapon. Precision German engineering in sword format. So I'm going to make Hans and Franz proud with that motherfucker. You have no idea. You really don't. Oh. 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 Okay. I realized I haven't been streaming for that long, but this is probably as long as I can stream tonight. I'm just before fucking passing out. So, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here. Tomorrow, I work tomorrow, but I have the next day off. So, I'll use that as an excuse to stream longer tomorrow night. And, hopefully, you know, y'all can watch it and enjoy it. It'll be a grand old time, son. In the meantime, be sure to watch first the Shelf Quest Part 1, son. Then that way, because I'm working on the follow-up. See, it's a whole series. The Tenfey channel is getting so exciting. I guess I should wave to y'all before I leave. Bow to you, sensei, son.